Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, cats, dogs, animals of all ages. Best intro ever, by the way. Benson, Deathly, Touchdown, and Doc Curry bringing you all the action today from the 2K. And I just want to say I'm impressed because we all actually got into Game 3 of FaZe versus SB. All four of us in Broadcaster, CTF Ascend, the best map on the game according to Doc Curry.
Mass suicide at the center of the map here.
Everyone's just kind of killing
This is an
themselves.
amazing game. What a start.
I feel like it's always difficult to remember who you're teaming with. You know, you see team changes that often. Sometimes players forget. Definitely the
FaZe
case.
do seem to have all their act together with the name in front this time around.
That's true. Yeah, you should be able to just look at the name. Guido still hasn't changed his game tag though, man. Like,
He's going for that cross branding. It's the same as his Twitter, so he's trying to keep everything the same.
So when he destroys a kid in League Play, the kid in League Play looks up his gamer tag on Twitter and it says @. I see you, Guido. You being real clever. Real smart, actually. Neslo pulling the flag, though, touchdown. Looks pretty good for him in terms of flagpole. Bar that one player behind him. Teammates are in support. Can they keep this flag alive? John falls. Where did that flagpole go wrong, touchdown?
That was definitely just a lack of support on watching Neslo's back right there. He was all alone with that one. Enemy spawned behind him. He just didn't have enough time and enough, maybe enough juice of that overclock in the tank to get away from that one. But as we talk about that, FaZe already pulling that flag for SB once more.
Looking good. Minute gone. Flag's in FaZe's hands. He's going to drop. And actually, flag's still alive. Neslo with it, Doc. And Neslo going to make this one flag to 0. 3 minutes, 47 seconds left. How do FaZe kind of come back a little bit? Because it seems like SB have had full control of this game, Will. What's going wrong for FaZe?
It just seems as though they're in the right spots in the map, if that makes sense. They have the presence, but they're just not winning the gunfights at all. As you just see once again, SB dominating that kill feed. They're just not being able to win their one-on-one gunfights or really make any solid retaliation to any of the plays that SB make. They're not getting that counterplay going. You saw Parasite actually try and pull the flag. He only made it like 2 feet before he got shot in the backside. So they're not getting... Nothing's going their favor in terms of just answering back. That's why SB are already up 2-0, and it's been 2 minutes into this game.
Deathly, I just wanted to point out, Slasher was 0-6.
Yes, I saw that.
Got his first kill.
2 minutes into the game.
I mean, I feel like we could substitute you in this game real quick, and you know, you'd be doing a little bit better than that. That's for sure. 1-6. That's a really slow start. And I have Slasher on my screen right now. Look at how slow he's playing. He's kind of doing that Huke roll, sitting on the back of his flag, being very passive. Do you think that's the correct way to really play CTF in this game?
Well, he is starting to heat up. If he does get the kills, he does stop the flag pool. But with him missing those critical kills is why SB is 2-0 right now. So, I mean, playing that defender role with how quick AW moves, I don't think it's necessarily essential.
Right.
But as you can see, it can work out very well. But if you miss those shots, you're facing that one person because of how quick. If you mess up and they grab that flag, they're gone.
Yeah, they got real quick, that's for sure. Just looking as well, Neslo, 11-5. This SB team really coming out looking good today. They really dominated throughout all the GB lives that we saw, you know, a couple of months ago. They were just winning everything online. Looked very good. Touchdown, you had, I believe, you had SB, right? No, yeah, yes. You did. You had SB winning this 3-2. SB 2-0 up here in CTF Ascend as well. You must be feeling pretty good about that prediction right about now, huh?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about the prediction with this 3-2 as we say that. Dito already pulling yet another flag. And just overall, the teamwork coming out of SB, I've said that was going to be a factor earlier on. And, you know, not to toot my own horn, but it seems to be giving them a little bit of an advantage here in this one, as that flag will go down and returned at that point.
You can toot it a little bit. I'll allow that. You know, you seem to have got it right. Parasite keeps the flag alive, immediately falls. Ake's not in a position to keep that up. So, minute left, Doc. What has to change in this game for FaZe to come back? Because right now, this is all SB. All of it.
Yeah, it's just this complete SB domination, especially Neslo just going huge. But they're not getting any retaliation kills. Going back to what I said 3 minutes ago when they were still down by 2 flags, they just weren't getting any answer back. They weren't doing anything, to say so. They were, you know, they were getting the kills, they were pushing up, which is what you want to do in CTF, but overall they weren't having any real impact as to the pace of the game or even scoring. So if they can somehow in this next half, because they only got 30 seconds left in this one, they can actually get some decent kills, force SB to make some retaliations, if that makes sense. Because right now it's SB determining the pace entirely, and it's FaZe that are constantly on the back foot. They need to get one step ahead and make SB be the team that's on the back foot.
FaZe almost went for a crazy juke. It's 2-0, about to be half time. Look at that scoreboard. Deathly, you mentioned Neslo earlier on. You said he, you know, obviously once a part of that Team Caliber organization, still a player you have a lot of respect for. But
oh, absolutely,
he can be hype. I feel like he's feeling a little bit hype right now. 18 and 10.
You can guarantee he's screaming at his team to let's go.
Dude,
he can win this. This dream team's nothing. That's all. I mean, all he does is try and like downplay the teams that they're playing against and hype his team up against that. You know how. Right. I mean, you have to be a little delusional in this industry to make it.
Delusional confidence. That's
exactly.
That's the key. That is the key. In terms of Neslo as an individual, though, let me ask you this. I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit. Do you feel he's gonna stick with this strictly business lineup for COD Champs? Because interesting fact about Neslo, not a lot of people actually recognize this. He's actually never attended a Call of Duty Championship yet. Failed to qualify both times.
I see him sticking through with this team. I mean, you're looking at him teaming with Dito, who won regionals last year, taking down the complex. Am I wrong in saying that? Am I correct?
With SB, wrong. He was at
he was on TK.
From TK at that time.
With
he literally had just been dropped from TK at that time.
Who beat? At
it was
the
strictly
regionals?
business, which was Saints, Apathy, Sensor, and
That's
Dito.
correct.
That was
and Dito. Yeah. So I wasn't wrong in saying that. So he's teaming with Dito, who has beaten Complexity, gone through the trial by fire, playing against what was considered was the best team at the time.
Right.
Couldn't have been considered. They did win champs. So I say he has a lot of respect for the owners of SB. He has a lot of respect for his team, and Neslo, obviously, with how much he stayed on TK and came back to that team, I don't see him sketching on the organization for a new Call of Duty Champs team. And I mean, here they are once again in the quarterfinals of another 2K. They're doing extremely well. I think they just missed. If this had been the team that they had played it with at Columbus, I think SB would be in the league as opposed to another team. And they narrowly missed it. I think it was one map that it came down to between them and Aware for a spot in the league. And you know, it's unfortunate that they aren't there. I think they would have provided some great competition, as would have Stunner with their original lineup. But
very true.
I don't see Neslo going anywhere, no.
I can see him definitely staying at home. He's 27 and 14 right now. Kid's a beast. Touchdown, 2-0 lead for SB. What do FaZe need? I asked Will this, but, you know, 3 minutes left. I'm curious to see if you give us some more answer. What is it that FaZe really do need to start doing? Because time's running out now, Touchdown. FaZe need to do something different. What they're doing right now clearly is not working. They're running into a pumped up, on form Neslo who's just slaying them down. What do you want to see FaZe do differently?
FaZe really needs to start getting those key gunfights, winning some key gunfights right here, and obviously pulling the flag a little bit more. I think we can count on one hand how many times FaZe even had a somewhat successful flag pull in this one. There's only 2 minutes left, and we do see John already pulling that flag once more for SB. And I really do think that that kind of passive playstyle we saw from FaZe in the beginning, where they ended up going down 2-0, really hurt them at first. They weren't mid-nap. They weren't trying to win those cuts for their teammates, trying to pull that flag more often. They played very passive at the beginning, and SB, as Doc said earlier, is really just setting the pace in this one, and that's where FaZe definitely went wrong so far. To even have a chance of coming back in this one, they're really going to have to turn it on right now and start getting some of those key gunfights, winning some of those, and obviously pulling that flag a little bit more, because it just really has been an SB show throughout this entire Sun CTF.
SB have actually pulled the flag 4 more times in FaZe. It'll actually be 3 now as Enable tries to make some waves, and I feel like Enable needs to cap this flag. This is a must cap really for him. Willie's done a good job staying alive, but there's going to be one player in a position to try and cut him off. I believe that is going to be John, and John needs to win that gunfight. He is not, so Enable should be able to run that one home. 2-1. How do you fancy FaZe now, Will, with a minute 20 seconds still to go, 1 flag down?
Well, when you're down in a situation like they were, and you get that flag in 2 minutes remaining, it actually gives you great confidence boost. You see Team Toys making the comeback in the dying seconds of a game, and well, FaZe, you could say that they're on their last legs here. They have to make a big play here right now. But John and Neslo have just been absolute animals, and I don't think we've given John enough attention. He's 24 for 20 right now, and he's just being almost, I'd say he's having as much of an impact in this game as Neslo has, who is on an absolute tear. These two have just been shutting down FaZe, but they can make a play. They're in the back of their spawn right now. They got all the new fresh respawns. They got to watch out though. One player from SB has snuck around from the backside, and they did just get system. Ooh, that would seem like it was actually not too sure. Sorry, that was the oh, what is grenade is that? Yeah, does it? So
The EMP.
Yeah. I'm still waking up, guys. Sorry.
It's only in Australia. We'll give you.
It is.
We'll give you a friendly pass. You're allowed to make some mistakes. 3-1 though. Flag was run in there by SB. So 13 seconds left. SB are gonna go 2-1 up in the best of 5 against FaZe. That really is surprised me, or has surprised me a lot.
2 flags, 2 maps more than you thought they were gonna win.
Yeah, that is. That's that's looking good for SB. Gotta give SB maybe a little bit more props. They're looking very, very good. Of course, Optic versus Envy, a semi-final in today's 2K. That game still yet to actually start, so don't worry, you're not missing really anything else going on. We'll try and get updates on MLG 2K versus the FaZe team. Yeah, that's right, Will. I said FaZe. Deal with it. Try and
deal with it. Do you have like some sunglasses?
Oh, yeah, sorry, it's DT. My bad.
Just,
it's DT, not MLG 2K.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I completely misspoke. We'll try and get updates on that game as soon as we possibly can. For now, guys, quick commercial break. When we return, more action live here from the 2K.